Well, hello there, friends. Very special dish for me today. Especially being French and Italian, I'm doing Thai cuisine today. I'm doing a curry beef. Not just any kind of curry we're doing Massaman Curry. Beautiful, very complex curry. You're gonna love it, it's delicious. I got sweet potatoes in it and all kind of goodies. You're gonna love this one. And it's easy to make, it just takes time. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to ring the bell. I'm glad you're here, stay tuned, we're doing it right now, friends. Okay, friends, let me show you how to make this. One of my favorite food, besides French and Italian, is Thai cuisine. I love Thai cuisine. And I cook it often. I make it often. I really, really cook it often. And of course, if I'm gonna cook it, I'm gonna make it my way. I mean, you can't take the chef out of the chef. So when I'm cooking meat, I can't just, like you see most Thai chef, and they're phenomenal. I have a few friends of mine that are Thai chefs, and they're very, very good. But they do things that I think, no, their food is delicious, so I'm not going to pick on their food. But for instance, if they do a stew, if you will, which is what we're going to do, of beef, they take the beef and they poach it. They poach it in the liquid, you know, in water. A lot of them use water. We ain't going to use water. All right, we're going to use stock. So if you want a traditional Thai recipe, go to some Thai chef out there. There's a lot of them on the internet. They're very good. If you wanted a Thai European kind of cuisine, then stick around. Okay, and I promise you what I'm going to do is going to be delicious. It's going to enhance every flavor, but I am not going to skip the step that I was trained to do 50 years ago. I just can't do it. I just can't poach meat in water. I know it's delicious, but I promise you the way I'm going to make it is delicious more. Is that English? Delicious more. They're laughing. Delicious more. It's more delicious. Like Antonio says, it's more better. I got to put Antonio in front of the camera. Nobody wants to be in front of the camera. They're like, no, we don't want to be in front of the camera. I'll put Antonio because his whole family is watching it. So, friends, I got some chuck roast that I cut in fairly small but not too big pieces, and we're gonna sear them. Okay, now, like I said, this is not Thai. They don't do that in Thai cuisine. Okay. They won't do that, but we're okay with that. We're okay, and we don't have to do it like they do it. We can do it my way. You're in my channel, so you got to watch it my way. I put a little salt in there. I'm not gonna put any black pepper, friends, because the curry, the red chili peppers. There's a lot of heat already. I'm not gonna put any black peppers. We're just gonna give ourselves some beautiful Maillard reactions. That's what we're doing right there. So we put it in the pan, hot. The pan was 365 Fahrenheit, very important. And you leave it there. Don't be playing around with it until you get some beautiful color on the other side. So you may want to check it, like I just did right there, see? Check it. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. All right, we want to give it a beautiful color. So now, I got a big onion, then I cut in little strips. So I cut it in half, then I cut it in half again, and then I cut it in little strips. Okay, cut it however you want it. Curry. The difference, this is a Thai curry, it's a wet curry versus an Indian curry, then it's a dry curry. Dry spices and bark that ground up together into a powder. And Thai curry is fresh ingredients. So the traditional ingredient you have in a curry is always going to be the chili peppers and galanga, which is Thai ginger, and kaffir leaves and shrimp paste and garlic and the shallots. That's a regular ingredient you find in a regular curry, like a red curry. The Massaman Curry is completely different. It's got all those base ingredients, but it's got a lot of spices in there, and cinnamon and cloves, and sometimes you forget cloves and cumin and cinnamon and nutmeg and garlic and shallots and galanga, lemongrass, peanuts, shrimp paste, and the zest of lime, and of course the dried chili. I write it down because I forget. And you see, look. You see what I'm doing, friends? You see what I'm doing, my friends? Now, I promise you that in my reaction, I don't care what cuisine you're cooking, it's gonna make this taste delicious. Okay? So, you can skip it if you want, you can put it right in there, or you can do it my way. I promise you, you'll love it, okay? So now, we got the onion a little caramelized. It's another thing that they don't do. So now, this is a Thai curry. Then you can make, I'll give you a recipe, you can do it. It's not that complicated. You take one of those over there, or a food processor, and you grind all the ingredients and do it. It just takes a while to make it. But I cannot tell you, most of my friends that I Thai, they buy it. They buy a good brand and you like, so it's really up to you. You want to buy it, you want to make it, it's up to you, my friends. Now, either way, I'm not here to judge you. You're home. Sometimes you don't have time to do that. You can make this meal relatively fast if you buy one of those or if you make it in advance. And when I do make it in advance, I keep it in the freezer. All right? So we're going to put about 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of curry powder. Now, is this what you got to do? It all depends on your recipe of curry powder. Is it going to be spicy? It's up to your brand to see what it is you like, my friends. So what we're going to do now, we're going to saute it a little bit to release some of the oil of the curry, and that's going to release the flavor. So you do this for a few seconds. Open up the window when you do this because the fumes are going to be pretty intense. And we're going to saute it just for a minute or so. You can do it more just to release the oil. You see, the oil is going to release, and it's really important to wake up all the flavors. What other ingredient we have? We have some brown sugar, about a couple of tablespoons of brown sugar, because there's a lot of lemony flavor in here. A lot of lemony flavor, a lot of citrus flavor, so the sugar is going to offset some of that. You know, the sugar offset the thing. We have a couple of tablespoons of chopped garlic. A lot of people don't put it in theirs. It's up to them. I like to put it on mine. I have tamarind concentrate. Again, very lemony products. You can find that in Oriental markets. Maybe your grocery store may have some. I am not sure. But I know Oriental market will have it. A red chili pepper, don't need to put one of those. I cut it very, very, very small. It's not very spicy, but it's a little spicy. 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Very fishy. That's why it's called a fish sauce. You don't have it, don't put it in. But you may want to try it. Don't smell it because you may not like it. But it gives it a je ne sais pas quoi. A je ne sais quoi. It's very smelly. But it's enhanced the flavor. It's kind of like when you put anchovy, because it's made with anchovy juice anyway, a lot of them. And let me turn this off so I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, it's very fishy, but it enhances the flavor of the ingredient without being present. So it's really important in Oriental cuisine to use the fish sauce. Buy a little bottle, keep it in the fridge after you open it up. It lasts a long time. Bell peppers, I had a little leftover bell pepper. I'm going to put it in here. It's going to give a nice color. The galanga, then we're going to cook this thing. Let me check it, friends. You see, look. You see? It's released a great deal of flavor, but now you can really, let me tell you can really, really taste this. What I'm going to do now to cool this off, I'm going to put a little bit of coconut milk to cool this off. I'm going to cook this for a second, and I'll tell you the exact recipe later on. I'm going to lower the heat. You can see the oil I've released from the curry a little bit. It's beautiful. Smells amazing, my friends. Smells amazing. And what we're going to do now, we're going to put our beef. I'll go back to the other ingredients in a second. We're going to put our beef in there, my friends. And we're going to make sure it's covered. We're going to put a little bit of beef stock instead of water. Now, why would I put beef stock instead of water, you say? Why don't I just put water? Because water tastes like nothing. And I try to avoid putting water if I can. Because I know beef stock is going to taste delicious. Now, do we want to put this in here? We certainly could. And we will. Here you go. There's some good juices in there. We could even deglaze it with wine, but we're really not doing anything. We're not doing a beef bourguignon. So now what we're going to do, friends, we're going to cover the beef with a beef stock. This is a 6-ounce ladle. I'm going to put 1, and I'm probably going to put 2. This is my beef stock. Now, if you notice, my beef stock is quite thick. For those of you, a lot of you have made it already. It's an amazing beef stock. If you don't have it, just use a beef broth. And it tastes better. Use a vegetable broth. Use anything but water. And you'll see. Now, it's not going to taste like when you go to a Thai restaurant and you have it made with water. I promise you, it tastes different. But I think you're going to like it even better. So now, I'll put the galanga in a minute. Let me just I can put my peppers right now. I can put my red chili pepper. Like I said, I tasted it very, very small. It's not very spicy. This type of peppers are not very spicy. How much you put in, it's up to you. I got 2 tablespoons of tamarind concentrated. 2 tablespoons of tamarind concentrate. Again, like I say, you can buy that at the grocery store or at the Oriental market. Like I said, I give you the list. A couple of tablespoons of garlic. You can put it in or not put it in. The brown sugar, very important, friend. They use palm sugar, but that's not exactly easy to find. So just the regular brown sugar is good. We need to offset that acidity that we got from a lot of ingredients in this delicious fish sauce. If you don't smell it, you won't even know it's in there. So now, friends, to this, we're going to add some more coconut milk. But we're going to cook it like this first. And then we'll add the coconut milk later. And let me just clean this up and show you about the galanga. Galanga is, people say, well, I can't replace it with a regular ginger. Of course you can replace it with a regular ginger, but it's not the same. This is extremely pungent, extremely peppery compared to ginger. Everybody knows what ginger tastes like, but if you probably never taste galanga, galanga is also citrusy, and it's super powerful and peppery. And you can't grate it like you do regular ginger because it's not soft. You know, it's very hard. My back. Look, see, look at this. Look at this thing. I got some bell peppers in here. You see, I'm going to throw this away. They were. But look, you see, look how hard it is, friend. So what I do is I cut it like in circles like this. You see, and you can't peel it either. See, you can't peel it. And what I do is I take them and I put them in there. And then we got to take them out because you can't eat them. I mean, they're really, really hard. And you smell it. You know, it's almost a medicinal aroma to it. Almost a medicinal aroma. Quite unique. It's unique, you know. And like I said, if you can't find it, because it's not exactly easy, unless you go to an Oriental market, you're never going to find it at the grocery store. At least my Publix doesn't have it. My grocery store down here don't have it. So far, nothing really special. We're going to put some peanuts at the end. We're also going to put some lime zest at the end. There's already lime in the curry, but to give more of a presence of it. And then we're also going to put some sweet potato. I got white sweet potato and a regular sweet potato. It's a little much for this amount of thing. I don't know if I'm going to put it all. I probably just need a few pieces of it because it's not that much. It's only 1 pound and 3/4 of beef. I started with 2 pounds, but I cleaned it up and I left only 1 pound and 3/4 of beef. So I don't need that many potato. Potato are huge. Sweet potato, mamma mia. Look at it. You see, that's what the white sweet potatoes look like. And they're hard as a rock. You don't see that in every grocery store either. So put the regular sweet potato. That's why I put it in there, because I normally put the white in there. All right, my friends, I'm going to let this cook very slowly. Bloop, 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 bloop. Very slowly, like bloop, 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 bloop. And for about 1 hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, however long it takes for the beef to be fork tender. And then we'll finish, we'll put a little more coconut sauce, coconut juice. Yeah. And then we'll adjust seasoning and see how we go. But the flavors are going to be amazing. It's already smelling beautiful. See, pretty easy to do. Just a little bit of prep, but it was not that difficult. So, friends, I'll see you in about 2 hours. I don't know how long exactly we're going to find out. And I'll show you what I mean by that. And then we're going to serve it with a beautiful jasmine rice. Okay? So I'll see you in about 2 hours. Okay, friends. Well, it's been about over 2 hours. You know, depends the beef you're having. It could take 2.5 hours. Take your time. You may have to put a little more stock on it, a little more broth on it, or water on it, because it may dry out on you since it's cooking. You see, it's cooking very, very slowly, and then it's not quite ready yet, but I got to add the potatoes, friends. I just wanted to show you. See this piece right here? It's not quite ready yet, but it's almost there. You see, you can put your fork in it, and that's the secret. You got to be able to, it's almost there, you know. It's got probably another 15, 20 minutes to go. So since it's not quite ready yet, the potatoes are only going to take about 10 minutes. That's all they're going to take. So I'm going to wait another 10 minutes before I put them in. I'm going to mix them. But I want to add about another half a cup. Oh, mamma mia! The coconut milk is like a coconut cream that I buy in a carton. It's a little thick. That's a little thick. I'm just going to put another about a half a cup of it, and so that's a total of 1.5 cup. You know, you put however much you want in there, my friends. It's really up to you how much you want to put in there. And we're going to mix it up right there. Now, you know, my beef stock is quite thick, as you know. And so because it is so thick, I don't need to add some cornstarch to it. But if your mixture is very liquid, you may have to add a tablespoon of cornstarch or not. I'm going to add some peanuts. They're just roasted and lightly toasted. I got this gadget from a friend of mine years ago. He can give it to me, but I'm sure you can find it online. It grates. It cuts the nuts into a fine or a coarse, depends where you go. I just want a coarse. I just want a little coarse. Or you can chop them up with a knife. It's not that big of a deal, really. And you put your peanuts in there now, you see? And I messed it up. See, look. I'm not used to use this thing. It's very cool, actually. Right? And then we're going to put the zest of a lime. And remember, friends, we put the tool on top of the lime, not the lime on top of the tool. I don't know if you noticed this, but on YouTube, a lot of people are starting to do it right. Because after I did the video, the shorts, it's been seen many times, a lot of people are starting to do it right, which is about time, mamma mia. I remember teaching that 20 years ago at the school. To see, look, you get a lot more like that. Anyway, so we're going to put that in there, friends. You can put the whole lime if you want in there. But the whole dish is, and you see, though, the galanga. Galanga is, remember, it's been cooking for 2 hours. It's still hard as a rock. So, but it releases an incredible amount of flavor, so we will remove those. We're not going to eat them. So we're going to cook this another 10, 15 minutes until it's a little more soft. And then I'll add the potato to it and mix it up and cook another 10 minutes, right? And for a total time of almost 3 hours. It depends the beef you're getting, that's all. It's nothing to do with the dish. The dish doesn't need to cook that long. It's the beef that we are trying to tenderize. All right, my friends? So I'll see you when it's all done. I'll see you in about, I don't know, half hour, some 45 minutes, whenever it is. However long it takes for the beef to be falling apart. We don't want to have to be chewing it. See you in a minute. Okay, friends, been about total 3 hours. So take your time. Now, you know you can do is chicken. 45 minutes. The sauce doesn't need that long to cook. It's the beef. So I got jasmine rice here, my friends. I'm just going to put a little bit of jasmine rice. I'm not going to make anything fancy. Just a little bit of jasmine rice in the bottom of it, of the plate. You got the potatoes. You could almost skip the rice if you wanted to, my friends. But I was in a mood for rice. So then we're going to take a little bit of the beef right there and just put it right on top of it. Nothing fancy. And I just wanted to show you. And of course, we can put a couple of potatoes here, red and a white potatoes. And voila, I didn't mess it up yet. So Jean-Pierre, be nice. A little bit of fresh parsley. I think that gives it a little. First of all, it makes it look pretty. Plus, it's good flavor. And then I got some more chopped peanuts in there. Then I can put right on there, my friends. And this is it. And this is my beef Massaman Curry. And I'm gonna have it because it's been perfuming the studio the whole afternoon, and I just love it. Absolutely wonderful, friends. So, I didn't take a knife or anything, so I hope it cuts with a fork. Let's see what we got. Maybe it'll look better if I go with a knife. I don't really need it. I can just put it. See, look how beautiful that is, my friends. You see? This is gorgeous. This is perfect. Absolutely beautiful. So we're going to eat it right there. And with a little rice or without the rice. Let me touch a piece of potato. Oh. I just took it off the heat. It's delicious. I hope you like it as much as I do. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. I know they're going to love this one. This is delicious. It is delicious. I forgot to tell them if it's if it's a little loose, they can add some cornstarch. But I think I said it earlier, right? Because mine is not, because it's the beef stock. The beef stock is so thick, that's why we didn't need it. Hey, how about if we eat? We clean up later. Let's go eat. I'm hungry.